Hello, hello. We are in episode 7 of our New York City Wrestling Booker series where we are Ron South, the Booker for New York City Wrestling, and we're sticking true to the product to a degree. I think we do a lot more entertainment angles than what was suggested um, by the product, but it's trying to find those characters for now, and immersion sakes. And I am really enjoying this. I think the challenges, as presented on the screen, are something that is different. Recording it is making me accountable. So overall, I really do recommend it, to be honest with you. If you're playing this game and you think you have a story to tell or your own different spin on things, it's definitely worth sharing just because it reinvigorates your love for the game. And don't be shy. So let's go ahead. We're going to go through and get right to it with our show, and then we'll go over everything. So this show starts off pretty hot, where we have Brutus Milano teaming up with Supermassive Destroyer from the DeMio family, and they take on Brooklyn's Finest. Now, we had Supermassive Destroyer pinning Hawkeye Calhoun, uh, which probably is for like the fourth time in the past 7 months. Um, Nonetheless, this is Bruce Milano's first go as a heel in the save, so we're curious to see how he performs. 29 rating over Supermassive Destroyer, who had a 23, and Supermassive Destroyer, I feel invested in getting him over, so hopefully this is a long-term strategy that pays off with him, but his stats are so bad I can see it go either way. And then with Brooklyn's Finest, they're not performing to the quality of what I hoped. So maybe I'll have to separate them as a tag team and start giving them a push in singles run to give them that chance. After that, we had Brutus Milano explain why he joined the Demia family. Effectively, it's because what he realized is what family is all about. If you know anybody's Italian, family, family, family. And I think it really is playing up to that characterization, that stereotype effectively. Um, Supermassive Destroyer, I don't believe is Italian, but we don't know that he's masked. He's a hitman for the family. Following that, we had Andrew Harper going around threatening fans, and then in the stands was Malik Chamberlain, former USPW performer Malik Chamberlain, kind of like a Shelton Benjamin if you're new to the C-verse. Um, Mid 30s popularity, so like a Shelton Benjamin before he beat Triple H in the mid 2000s. He stood up, jumped Andrew Harper, and this is kickstarting Lee Chamberlain's run at the company. No match for him, but I'm thinking that one is popularity higher than everywhere else on our card, and he fits right in with that. Not the best microphone, pretty damn solid in the ring, pretty athletic. Following that, we had Tennessee William coming down to be special commentator for our next upcoming match, and that is Mass Stranger defeating Machine Gun Marino, and what would be a solid match again. We're gonna find our ratings be at high 30s, low 40s, I think, until we start pulling in popularity, maybe by a rotating 18th, as we'll see tonight. So we start off a Tennessee William versus what's it called? Mass Stranger feud, where Tennessee William is observing Mass Stranger's title defenses to move forward. Following that, we had Riley McManus defeating Denny King, a follow-up from our angle last week where Denny King interrupted Riley McManus' promo. So we get Riley McManus getting the win here, where obviously following the title match of Chris Caulfield versus Adamio, barring a title change, he's probably first in line to get a title defense. Following that, we had LA Stars defeating the boys from Yukon, finishing out this tag series once and for all, where the LA Stars put up their best performance to date, and the boys from Yukon keep them up there. And pretty happy overall. 39 rating. This match had a little more time given our main event is Chris Caulfield, and he is on his way out. So I'm pretty happy with that. And in our main event, well, I'm sorry, before our main event, we had Chris Caulfield and Saldamio, like a verbal confrontation. I think really just to play off Chris Caulfield's pretty decent entertainment skills, introduce the character fully, then have Saldamio introduce his character. And that led then to our main event of course, Sotomio defeating Chris Caulfield by powerbomb, making defense number 3 of his Empire title. Now, I'm not going to just sign people to job them out overall. I'm not going to just bring in like Chris Caulfield to lose to like 10 people. Right now, I showed you guys DC Rain, mid 60s popularity. He is available. If I brought him in and he does meet the criteria for to bring him in, I'm not going to just job him out to everybody because it's not fair. But I think Chris Caulfield, he's on his way out as a competitor, and overall, it makes sense for him to go on his back and to go for the New York City Wrestling Empire title as he's never had it before. Our best match to date and our best show to date with a 54 rating. Pretty happy with it overall. Let's see the popularity gains from it so far, and we should be out. This will be probably the upcoming set. Maybe that June, December, January show will be a little bit longer, but we're going to kind of go through it pretty rapidly because at this point, I think everybody understands the rules, the challenges, so to speak. We know our characters, and we'll implement one by one on a time. So let's go ahead here. Now we have Lucas Sacramone returning to the company, so we are at 19 wrestlers. So we have Chris Caulfield for one more appearance, but I think he's going to retire. We go up another popularity point in tri-state area, so we are about 8 shows away from that 35, where I might lower the ticket pricing to help boost the popularity. Because right now we are at $12 a ticket. What will be compared to cheap of $10 a ticket? So it's about $800 difference. So it's $1,000 difference, but I'm really aiming to be in that 35 range by end of the year to grow that roster to avoid any sort of turnover from people I don't want to release. So we're going to try that out next month with a cheap pricing. And then let's see here with the pop gains of Sotomio defeating Chris Caulfield. A 34, so he effectively went up, if you want to look here, he effectively went up 5 um, in Tri-State and then just about everywhere else as well. Now, pretty happy with that, and I hope that increases his ratings down the line as well. LA Stars, a couple big wins as well. They're starting to get over kind of generally. Our roster was Tennessee William at 33 was highest in the tri-state area, and we had everybody else below that. So Malik Chamberlain coming in, Chris Caulfield doing a job on his way out, starting to implement a different strategy to get people over. The big guy, Supermassive Shore, getting over pretty quick. But like I said, I mean, look at his psychology. Admittedly, he is getting better. When we look at psychology, each show, it seems to get better. His basic skills are getting better each show. Star quality is getting better. His menace is going to stay the same. Charisma is probably going to stay the same. But I'm not sure. We'll see. Um, but that's really it. We'll see when it comes next month, Chris Caulfield, if he makes it or not, because his retirement started in May. So I'm thinking, yeah, May and June, that's 1. June and July, that's 2. July into August is 3. He's probably one and done for us. And I thank you, sir. And he's on his way out. The reason I signed him for 2 appearances is in case we have next month, where to be honest, he might have lost Sodomy again or Tennessee William. But that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. You have a great day. Actually, before we go, as you can tell, I am fully into this series at this point. What I'm thinking long term now is to kind of keep from getting too far ahead of when I release it. Maybe do like a real world save of either WCW in the mid 90s or a mid 2000s WWE save and just alternate it, and then even do the Road to Glory once a week as well, as a means to kind of keep variety of our saves, like I see a lot of other streamers do, just to kind of keep that interaction and see if somebody comments, I can give them that feedback and implement it right away. Definitely, because I keep on throwing out, hey, give me challenges and things like that. So let's be on the lookout for that. If you have any tips or concerns or any real world saves you want to see me go, where I think I go pretty in depth and I don't keep you too long, um, let me know and we'll keep in consideration. Thank you guys so much, and you have